Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a short reading on how the Divine Masculine is feeling today, feeling about you. So let's start. Welcome everybody, like whatever he's feeling. Another reconciliation. The guy, if you've made it to this reading here, your person is thinking that you may have somebody else in your life because maybe you have not spoken in a long time, or like you are taking your energy back from him. Therefore, he has these type of thoughts here. If there is somebody else, and I can feel it through the cards, for some of you there is actually someone else. And he's going to have to deal with that in order to have this reconciliation that he wants with you. I want one more card. I got it here. I need you by my side. So you would understand why he would need, this reconciliation with you, or want it, is because he feels like he needs you. And I can see it here. Somebody else is a problem to some of you. And if that's not the case, your person wonders if there is somebody else because you're withdrawing your energy. That's like the real reason. Authentic truth, people. So you can see it here. It's because you're withdrawing your energy that he's like jealous or fearful of somebody else being in your life. Soulmating. If he never thought of it, now he's thinking of soulmating, like with you, if it makes sense. That's what is on his mind, Soul family. You see the Divine Masculine card here. The soul family thing, let's just like read the card as I'm channeling it today, as like karma, people. For some of you, you will see that your person is attached to like another situation or like another family, something, people. But this Divine Masculine here, that's just like saying hello to you guys. He comes with like this here is a little bit of baggage, people. So I know it'll resonate with some people as I see this card here like another. And your person, he's aware of that, people. That like the environment or the story, there's an element for some of you that make it like a little bit more difficult, Let go. These cards will guide me. Let's go on. Like the song that comes to my mind is this Karma by Alicia Keys, for those who know. And I've been getting, that energy. I have a card for karma here, but it's not showing up, and lately I can feel it, But I can tell you, it's time for the one. If this guy has caused you pain in any type of way, I can tell you he's the one in that energy right now. And as to right now, it's like, he's got to undergo this thing because the universe says so, people. Same pain you have experienced somehow, and I'm telling you, you are the cause. It's not nobody else. This here is a little bit like, do you understand, Divine Feminines, that you actually have to let go of your pain for him to be freed from his pain, or the pain that I can see. It's time for him to experience, And you gotta believe in these things, like, you cannot ever believe that you will always be like on the wrong side of the wheel, If the game goes like, when it comes to you, it goes the same way when it comes to other people, And if it's your like true soulmate, you'd have to understand that you share experiences, even if they don't happen at the same time. Well, I can see a divine masculine being in pain. This here feels like a very, very strong karma. Who says karma thinks karmics. If your person has like put you through hell with the karmic, I can see somebody going through hell here too. Full of regrets. And like just not feeling right, people. And he's forced to feel like that, I can see it with the star card. Yeah, he's forced to change, people, your person. Yeah, he's forced to grow up, to have more like wisdom, to mature because of this experience, with you. And it would make sense, it's like, you can put somebody else through hell, but once you find back to yourself, you're going to have to deal with that like conscience, of yours. And especially when the person that you have hurt is your divine feminine, is like this here is like two terms that I have in mind, is like a mea culpa and a tabula rasa. For those who knows, that's exactly what the guy is going through. Yeah, maybe you think that him being a runner, it didn't do anything to him. Well, I can tell you that's the furthest thing from the truth. This guy here, this is not the stalemate card, but I can tell you he was running towards a wall, When he ran away from you, whatever, he experienced, was going to bring him to a change. And I can see this change here. It's like, it may have been hard for you, but don't think for a second that your DM is not on a soul journey or divine journey himself, I can see it here. I can definitely see it here. Yeah, he's been on a journey himself, he's experienced some things himself, which I can tell you, for some DMs initially, that's exactly why, the reason why they run away from you is because they think that you got some voodoo on them or something like that, as to, why things are not going my way anymore. That's why they run, for some of them. So I hope that you heard this. Let's go on as to DM's energies for the moment, but I'm seeing somebody who's been forced to change. Even when he runs away, he runs toward change and wisdom, people. And the pain that you felt, it is time for him to feel it too, people. Yeah, this guy here, you have to know it for yourself. He won't be able to run away from you much longer. If you're resonating with this reading here, you can see this like the My Runner card and like the Six of Swords here. Check this end to that, and like a little bit of a trap, and I can see this Hierophant here. He will not be able to refuse the wisdom that's coming his way, people. And if that's the energy for the moment, or like today's energy for your DM, I'm telling you, he's aware of that, like, I cannot run anymore. Everything else I do is not going to work. I can see it here with like the Ace of Swords. Is like, he feels totally trapped. And this guy understands that running away from you itself is a trap, I can see it here. This here, I can tell you, it has to do with like this other person for some of you. And if that's not the case, if there is no other in his mind, there is like one, like if she's not messing with me, she's got to be with somebody else, because that's the way that DMs do us, like, you're not there, somebody is there with them. So it's like a little bit of this karma here that I'm talking about. Like cheaters and like liars and things like that, they got the like literally the best like imagination, which is why they get so mad, when somebody does them the right way. or like, which is why they really have a hard time trusting people, is because they know what they are capable of and they project that onto other people. That's exactly what I'm seeing here, that feeling, Well, I can tell you, regardless as to if there is like competition or not, you can see it here with the Seven of Swords, and I'll tell you why. The guy understands that he's trapped. So with the Seven of Wands, it's a little bit like, I gotta make a choice, so I have to have her make like a choice between me and this guy, and I'll stand my ground with the Seven of Wands, sorry, in order to get this union here. This guy here, he's ready for competition because he knows everything else is going to be like, it will never come to fruition. I can see it here, and he understands that those are swords, The guy gets it, people. If you got somebody else, the guy is ready for competition, to have you make this decision or like something, to in order to have this union with you. One last card. Ooh, do you see this? That's the feeling. Do you see this, people? This here, I'm not using this deck anymore today. Do you see this? That's what he wants. I can see it here in this reconciliation, in this like divine masculine, and even in this truth card, people, and soulmating. This here, I'm telling you, this like soul family card today, it feels like karma, like baggage or something that your person comes like with, that's like attached to your person. I'm telling you, you're going to have to let it go, people. Because no matter what has happened between you guys, you can see it with the divine masculine card and the soulmating card. This guy here, he's worried about his love affair with you, fully in his feelings. I'm telling you, this here is like the true definition of karma, people. A person who doesn't care, think that they can inflict anything they want, to you, and one day they start wanting you and loving you and regretting and being hurt and being jealous and suspicious and so forth. That's exactly what this guy is going through, people. Wherever he is for the moment, you're with him in his heart space. That's that there, the only thing that can top that is literally like a King of Wands, because he would have no choice. He'll be guided by the light or by divinity. That's the kind of guy you wanna with, I am liking this. This here is a man telling us, or me, and then you, that this whole like this here, this card, I do not like it the way that I read cards, so I like the fact that it's in reversed, but it's somebody a little bit, if he was a player, cutting the game. And I can see it here, because with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Swords that you can see here yet again, he knows that nothing else is going to work, so that he has to go, a little bit like on this journey. Well, you don't have to believe it, it's a reality to his life. I know it because that's the King of Pentacles and no other, It's a part of his life to live his intimacy in a more mature way nowadays, and that's exactly the energy that he's carrying with him as he goes towards the future. And I can see it here with like let go. He definitely let go of something. Is this like sexual, sensual? Well, sensuality is like a higher vibration to me, but like this very basic, vibration, this guy is letting it go. And I believe it's because it's the King of Pentacles, as to this guy exists. And I would tell you why too, is because now he's fully in his King of Cups energy. So like this Page of Cups thing is not going to do for him anymore. He would want more, He would want more for himself. He would want more for himself going forward. Do you see this karma that I've been like talking about? I can feel it, people, and I know it's real because of this Ace of Swords here too. This here, if you don't, sometimes you don't even have to read, you can just like see what's in front of you. This here is karmic justice, people. And I can see it here with the Ace of Swords is hitting your person to the point, people. This Page of Swords to me is like an element of madness, because he thinks like at the most like basic level, So I can tell you, this karma that your person is being served now is like a little bit like everybody is against him. Everything and everybody is against him. I know it, I can see it here with the cards, this guy has reached like a dead end, people. And check this out, like, the energy that he finds himself in. Nothing else would work, and I'll tell you why. This here is karmic justice. That's the stuff of another reading, but I'm the type of person, I can be mad at you, but the moment, I see or I feel here that, something wrong or bad may happen to you, I'm like, oh Lord, please, just take my hates back, I don't even hate the person anymore, please don't hurt the person. That's exactly the type of prayer you should have for your DM, because what he has like put you through karmically, I can see it here. I told you I've been feeling it, especially with this like karmic situations for some of you, and like rubbing another person in your face. Well, you better believe it with this Ace of Swords here. Justice is going to be served. And your person is like a victim to that lately. And the funniest part is that I've had that feeling too with like my last karmic reading, as to paradise having turned to hell, with their karmic. Well, I can see it here because you don't have to believe it, but like justice or like literal karma is on them, What's going on? But okay, never mind, those are too many. I see here like the Ace of Cups and like the Lover and the Six of Cups type of energy. This here is a little bit of a focus, but you can see I know my cards. This guy here, he's fully in his feelings when it comes to you, and that's that. But this karma is real. Is a little bit like, now he wants you, now he gets it, now he's changed and everything, but he still has to pay for this karma here. That's what I can feel. This here is a little bit specific, and I know it's because of the karmic card, like the Three of Cups card that was beforehand. Yeah, that Emperor to the Empress in reverse, so I can tell you this here is a little bit specific, but please bear with me as to like today's energy, because that's what I'm trying to channel. For some of you, if your person's been in what I call one of these excuse me, if your person has been in what I call, these one of these like real karmic situation, well then the karmic will always be part literally of your soul family. Remember the baggage that I was talking about? Well, I can see it here. Him just coming to the realization, that at the end of the day, this woman here, she will always be a part of my life with the world in reversed. And I gotta be a man about this. I gotta include this in my plan or in my mind or something. She's not going anywhere. And you can see the karmic here. Those cases is like karmic is family, people, either children, parents, or like siblings or something. But I'm telling you, your DM, there's a woman in his life that will always be a part of his life, and he's come to terms with that. It would make sense to somebody. This guy, he truly understands, that the only way is the way to these lovers here, and I can tell you is with you. I can see it here. I can see it in his energy here in the cards that I showed you earlier too. And I want to sneeze, so I know that's like excuse me. When that happens, I know that what I'm on to is like the best thing you can get, people. The only way to him is the lovers with you, because nothing else is going to work. I can see it here with these two cards, and you should believe it with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, this guy here. Maybe that's what he needed, to come to this type of feelings here, like to feel jealous or something. And I can tell you, for some of you, I can see two men. Your divine masculine, for somebody that's listening to me, being like younger than the man that you are with, like for the moment, or like his main competition. But there's an element of like somebody having two men in their lives. The divine masculine being aware of that, him feeling some way strongly actually about that, and the other person is like older than your DM. For some of you, you're being acknowledged here. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the thought of you with this Emperor here, so he's like uplifting his energy, and I can see it here with divine masculine and soulmating. Whatever he does, like sets himself straight. He's doing that, like the motive behind that is like, if she's like attracted to these type of men, for some of you, I want to be just as good as them, so don't think for a second that he's not watching you, and like, being aware of the things you like or like your standards. If you didn't tell him, he knows, and I can tell you, this guy here, that's exactly the type of thoughts, that he's worried about. This competition is real, people. Recognition and reward, which is like the Three of Pentacles. New beginning. This here is the same idea to me. There's like do you say a fracture in your DM's life, people? Maybe you've undergone something like that too. Is like, just like hanging in there to a certain point where you're like, well, tomorrow I'm just going to start changing my life. I can see that element here, like somebody deciding, and I know it. You see that Ace of Swords here, letting go and like making the decision with this Ace of Swords here to just like change his life, like grant himself a new start. I can see it here. Crown chakra. This is great, And I can tell you, this new beginning, you'll be linked. Like, this new beginning is about your divine masculine finding to the divine part of his title, I'm telling you, this here is a great energy. If your DM can bathe in this energy, starting this new cycle, you would be the happiest woman on earth, because your karma actually, You would reap your karma fully with that type of person. Somebody who take care of you, like all of the good things that you left along like your path, he would take care of you. Authority. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? Whether there's competition or not, it's a beautiful thing, because in his mind, it's doing something to him. I can see it here with the King of Swords as well. The most important thing is that mentally this like jealousy or like rivalry, even if it's just in his head, is like moving things for your divine masculine. And if there is a competition, he does not like the competition, people. Whether it's real or just in his head, this guy here, he's ready to man up, and not just that. This here's the crown chakra. Is like a little bit go as high as he can, This here is a man telling me, I'll be the best that I can just to be with my divine feminine. And I can see it here with the union card. Let's go on. Divine animal, that strength, I'm telling you. Just like unleashing his power, just to be the man you've always wanted him to be, And this here, you should check it out. This guy here, for most of you, he's letting go of the karmic, and that's like karma for them. But I can see power here, a powerful new beginning for your person. Do you see that? Awakening. And I believe him like 100%, people. I believe him. And that there, check it out, awakening, recognition, and then comes the reward, but that crown chakra, that emperor energy, the fool, awakening, the divine masculine, definitely awakening. You are the universe. The universe helping him also in the process, and not just that. I can see it in the card. You're everything to him. I'm telling you, you're the drive. You're like the fuel, the energy behind his awakening, people. You're everything to him. For you, he will turn into an emperor, and you better believe it, Transformation, I'm telling you, like I've been feeling that energy. And this is my last card. Meditation. So what I'm seeing, and I know it here with the King of Swords, and the Ace of Swords as well. This guy here, he's really taking his time to think about all of these things, and I'm telling you, it has to do with the transformation he's undergoing. But it's like more, this transformation is coming to an end, or a beginning. I see it here. It's not about what he had, to let go of, because I can tell you this guy, he's there already. He's in that energy already to have let go of things. But it's like preparing for the new cycle. And this new cycle for your person, I'm really loving, because this here, what I'm holding in my hand, is exactly what has been missing to most of your divine masculines this far. Because if they felt this connection, or if they knew who they were, like, their direct connection to the divine, they wouldn't have any problem, recognizing their like divine match within you. This energy is, I'm trying not to curse, people, but this is it, is it. Some more, and we'll finish the reading. I'm seeing somebody awakening, people, to the full potential. Procrastination. This here, and because this is the Heal Yourself deck, I can tell you that's what he had to heal. And I can see it with this card here, when with the Six of Swords as well, but I'm here. This here, I can definitely see this like not procrastination, though I can see it here, but more like feeling like, I can run away from this thing. I can see it here with this card. That's what he was procrastinating on. That's what he actually healed, people. That's what he actually let go of. I can see it, people. This new beginning is real, and he knows he can no longer like push that away. He's got to change. He's got to let go of his former like way of thinking, and I can tell you with this like procrastination card, for the longest time he thought he could avoid that, but I'll tell you, nothing else has worked for him, and I can see it here with the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, people, and even the Star card in reversed. He had to keep it moving. Love. Believe it. I'm not even going to describe this. I'm telling you, that's the force that's moving your person. It is. Healing. Yeah, I can see it here. I'm telling you that procrastination is a part of what he had to heal. And letting go of some things is the part that he had to do. This transformation is real, and I'm telling you, it's not even about the healing part anymore, because he's took time for that. He's taken time for that. It's more about like welcoming this new beginning in his life, So, temptation. This here, I feel the energy of somebody telling me the stuff that they have healed from, and I believe him. I can see it here with the Empress in reversed. I can see it here with like this, I wonder, I don't remember how it was. Yeah, this karmic justice. This justice when it comes to karmic here, like I'm telling you, somebody paying for the fact that they've been tempted, it's happening, which would make like all of the sense in the world as I see authentic truth, because of this crown chakra here. You cannot fake that. You cannot like overwrite that. You cannot top that. You cannot like, I don't know what to tell you, but this here is the real energy. So no matter what's going on, he's got to be in the right type of energy and actually aligned, for him to be here. So karmic justice, he understands the concept. Karmic, he gets it, and if you had the main competition, she's no longer part of the picture, and this like sexual or like basic type of immaturity is no longer part of the picture, people. So there, I got one card. Step out of your comfort zone. I can see it with the Fool cards and letting go. This here is definitely an energy like unknown to him before. Otherwise, you guys would have been together a long time ago. Renewing himself to turn into an emperor. That's exactly what's like stepping out of his comfort zone for him. What do you need to release? Do you see that in like this Fool card? And there is also here, let's go. So that's the type of questions that he asks himself, and while he's doing that, you should be asking yourself the same question. And I'm loving this card because we had it too in my last reading. What he's feeling is that he's good enough. And I know it, because he's willing to go in competition with anybody. Like, I'm the one for her. I'm the one she needs in her life, I'm the emperor in her life. That's what he's telling himself. And one last card. Take time to breathe out. Because this thing here, it has not been easy for him. That's what I can feel. And I got one last card. Don't let pride get in your way. And I would tell you why. It's because of this competition that he's feeling. Wish I could find the cards again. is because of this competition that he's feeling. I'm telling you, it's also messing up, with his mind, basically. So, just like you and the karmic, how it made you feel like, I don't want him, he's with somebody else, I don't need him, is a little bit of what's going on in his head as well, people. Like, if she's got somebody else, I don't want her, is what I'm trying to say. But that's just his pride, talking. Which is why he would have to take a moment to breathe out, because these type of thoughts here, they're a little bit like messing with his mind. But you don't have to worry, he'll come to his senses, sooner than later. But he's jealous, and he may even be jealous of somebody who doesn't even exist, people. And if that's the case, let him. Let him feel that way, because it's obviously doing something to him that the masculine energy needs, So that, I'll give you one last card. Actually, let's go with this deck here, because I don't really use it. The cards are so big, for my little hands here. Here, I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected on my outer sight. So at the end of the day, this guy here, he's saying, he's seeing clearly. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow in English today. It's just because, it's the end of the week. But what I'm telling you, he sees clearly, people. The only thing he knows is this type of love here is never going to leave him, And I can see where the clarity is from, is that, crown chakra. I don't know why I can't find my cards today. I don't know what's happening, But definitely like that crown chakra, and I can see it here even in the Emperor, Like somebody who knows what he wants and where he's going, I can see it here. And for those, who care, the sign that we have here today is Virgo, people. So that was my reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Virgo and Leo, sorry. Subscribe. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.